Hello, this is Grenaded Cheese, and who stole the time gear? As if that was really a cliffhanger. That was actually a very dumb cliffhanger on my part. Oh wait, it was which time gear was stolen. Oh come on, even that's a dumb cliffhanger because we already saw who it is, which one. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, sorry, we kind of promised not to talk about that. I would have talked about that, not that, but anyways, that was one of the few scenes in the game where I'm gonna shut my mouth. Actually, I shut my mouth quite a bit. I actually have a very poor LP here. I'm not good at forcing myself to think of things to say. Who would do such a thing? As if that's a spoiler. We've already... and come on, we spoiled in like the dream sequence and in the beginning of this episode thing. I'm not gonna separate these into episodes because they are most... I like the music here. Very intimidating. Today we're probably gonna go into the dungeon we're going today isn't too bad. It's more long and frustrating and a good spot for grinding than anything else. But you prepare to do some grinding. You don't really have to. I didn't realize for multi-targeted. I mean, I'm still going to do the grinding where I normally would because that's where it's in my notes. And it's, in my opinion, the best part of the grind because the game doesn't really guilt trip you and you can practically ignore the message that comes with it. Spoiler alert, this isn't the last dungeon in the game. So what horrifying dungeon will it be? It is my Sorry, I don't know where that came over me. Where will we go? Will we talk to NPCs? I'm not sure because I'm an idiot. Let's see, do you have it? Maybe I'll wait till next time. Okay, let's store some stuff away, probably off screen. Yep, off screen. Sorry I'm doing that off screen, but typically the rule of thumb is anything that you don't want to lose, store away. And because that if you lose, you could lose a bit of your items, which is incredibly annoying. I have it planned out so I don't do that, but in this case I just like to be able to keep getting items in the dungeon. Nuts! And we're being blocked by an invisible plot wall! I need to stop ripping off H.C. Bailey. Okay. Everybody is with you in spirit! What? I don't even know what I was referencing there. Actually, I don't think I ever know what I'm referencing. Ooh, a force! Can I go there? Can I? Oh, nuts. Lucky! I like crystal areas! I do. Please don't be a desert. 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 Darn it! Yeah. No, just kidding. I know it's gonna be a desert. At least it's not for the first 20 hours of the game. I'm gonna be honest, I don't care for desert areas. It works when the game really ties into the story like Radiant Historia. Otherwise, they just don't offer much in terms of aesthetics, and they tend to be swarmed with poison-using enemies, which can be annoying. Fortunately, they don't do that in Pokemon, but some other RPGs, it gets really annoying. Especially considering I'm OCD about not having status elements. And I can deal with it in this game because poison, outside of toxic, isn't going to hurt you. It's like 2 damage, and it only happens like every room you walk, so who cares? It's more of a pain that prevents you from auto-healing than the damage you take. Yeah. Is there anything there? Should I try to eat? No, we can't. We are not able to. I'd say just start talking to them after pretty much using your boxes. Time from time, he might have something you want to use. You're good. It's not like it's like in the first game, you could randomly just put together 2 items you find, but you might occasionally randomly get a really good item. You don't have to do it, but it really helps out with your defense. Now, I'm gonna say right now, from when I played the game before and used it, you don't need to use it. In fact, it's rather overpowered. In fact, you could probably avoid using it until much later in the game. By then, you would have had many opportunities to have found it. Really, the only reason I'm even... In grinding, I'm gonna be honest, is not that useful in this game. I'm only going to grind up ahead so I can learn Discharge. Because in all honesty, I don't really care about the stat boost you get from levels. Any stat boost you get from gummies are going to be far superior to anything you get from levels. Because levels take a while to gain. Whereas gummies, if you can randomly find them or can even buy them, and then all you have to do is go to the shrink shop and use them, and it will randomly raise a stat. So it's simply far more useful to do it that way. Should I go to Northern Desert? Northern Desert. I don't really hate it, but it gets boring considering that's where I tend to prefer to do my grinding. There's multiple ways to do the grinding. I do it this way because I feel the rewards are worth the time investment. There's 2 ways. I'll explain them in the next episode, or maybe probably the next episode. Difference between the 2 methods, there's straight up grinding, which you'll probably get, which if you know the right place, you'll probably be done in about 3 to 4 hours. And that's if you're very unlucky. The version I use is around double that time, but the rewards are well worth it. You'll see how overpowered it makes me soon enough, viewers. Yeah, it's pretty obscene. Speaking of overpowered, I'm just starting to realize how overpowered the prison is for boss fights. And it makes it so your enemies can't take 4 to 5 turns of usage. Dugtrio, be careful, Dugtrio. Oh, fun fact about Grovyle. Did you know that in the anime version of the Mystery Dungeon in the Explorer's Mystery Dungeon from years, Grovyle is voiced, and I am not making this up, by Dan Green. Yes. To anyone who's not familiar with Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged, it's pretty much Yami Yugi from Yu-Gi-Oh! To anyone not familiar with that, I can't help you. But yes, Grovyle is voiced by Dan Green. Lame pun! Dan Green, Grovyle. So yeah, let's go to the Northern Desert. It's not that bad. I mean, it gets old after a while, but it's not that bad. I'm just over-exaggerating because it's fun. This is gonna be a longer episode, but in all honesty, I could probably split it up. Sorry about that random cutout. I just wanted to. I don't know why I cut out there, actually. Whoa, right, I accidentally stopped recording. I accidentally pressed the button off. I don't know what I was doing. I think I was pausing so I could get a I think I paused so I could get a water break. Oops, that's not good. No, not that item. More like I'm trying to keep it hide the fact this is post commentary. They've been doing well up to this episode, I think. Well, no, I mean I've been improving. Oh well. I need to stop being slow. You're too slow! Yeah, if I wasn't slow, if I done this, you can see this is gonna be fairly long. Sadly, I'm a bit tired right now, so yeah. Not really, but you know what I mean. Let's see. Yay, staircases! The glorious, glorious stairs! I've never been happier to see a pair of stairs. Suffer well. I hate Sandstorm and Hail. Okay, they don't really hurt per se, but they are so annoying. Why was I using the door? Oh right, I accidentally entered the menu! I hate it when that happens. Especially, that's one annoying. That's one a minor gripe I have with this game. When you go into running in dungeons, sometimes it'll randomly open your menu for no good reason! It's not too bad in here, but in some dungeons it can get really annoying, especially the ones with the very small rooms on average. This dungeon on average has medium to large sized rooms, so I can deal with it. I don't know, having to just randomly press randomly just try and run and then entering that menu and having to leave over and over again gets annoying after a while. I don't know why it even does that, too. Rant aside, let's go to floor 8. Okay, this time I remembered the amount of floors. I'm fairly certain that this dungeon is a 15th floor dungeon. I need to do that more often because last week, especially in Ant Plains, I forgot. I was trying to pretty much randomly stop recording, that's why it kind of kept glitching out. Because I was trying to stop at a place where I could do a good cliffhanger. But, so yeah. Northern Desert Floor 9. I think I like the design for the second part of the place. Although it's not really desert-like, more than canyon-like, so maybe that's why. I don't know. Does anyone know why the desert looks like this here? Maybe it's dusk? I don't know. Despite how it works in normal games, thunder, electric moves actually do work on the other Pokemon here. I mean, on ground-type Pokemon. It doesn't work like that in the normal games, but it works like that here. No, honestly, I kind of feel it's better this way. And really, why exactly would electric work on the ground? You see pretty bad burns on the ground whenever a bolt hits, so why would a ground-type Pokemon be immune to it? I don't know. Really, I'm probably thinking way too deep into it. Pokemon Net, because by the same logic, that many other type things would make sense. Yeah, know the experience you're getting here. That kind of goes hand in hand with the grinding I do here. Now there are better places to grind, but you can't do missions there. I'm gonna really go more into depth about the grinding I do in the next episode. And yay! Finally Star Attack. Look how much damage that's being dealt to me here, and how much damage I'm dealing. And then also, it's like when it's like after the grinding. Crap! Nah, just kidding. Oh well. I'm not gonna stop recording just so I could so I could use them again. I'm only 3/4 from the end of the dungeon, so I can't be bothered. Maybe if it was at the beginning of the dungeon, I'd re-record, but here, no, it's not happening. It's just not worth it, really. If you want to try, you can, but I wouldn't say you should try to do that. I mean, the only reason I even started using Paris is because of his ability tree, and now I actually like him because of Spore. But to my knowledge, the chances of running into a dungeon, into an enemy, and into a monster house here is it's either incredibly low or non-existent. I've never ran into a monster house here. It's not even like with good things where, okay, I've done it, just not on my first time I get to the area. Here, I don't think I've ever run into a monster house that wasn't being accompanied by a bounty that has him as backup. Look at that damage, that's pretty good for it. Holy cow! We one-shotted it! Yeah. Vulpix! I did not realize how good Vulpix was going into this one. Holy cow! He can be obscene. Prison's good enough. And then he has fairly decent offense for a first tier evolutionary. I can't believe this is the first run I've ever done with it. In all honesty, I wish I tried it sooner. This is freaking fun. And I'm not gonna spoil when it happens, but if your partner's a female, I'm pretty sure meshes, you actually get an extra piece of dialogue at one point, or a different piece of dialogue. Yeah, I'll let you do that. So, what do we get for coming this far? Do we find the desert lake? Nope. Sand. Nothing but sand. Yep, this was a waste of time. No, not really. And it's kind of is, kind of isn't. You won't really. So what will we do to get to the next area? Will we be able to stop Grovyle? Or will we be too busy doing the one thing you always do when you're supposed to be saving the world? Find out next time on Let's Play Pokemon Mystery Dungeon 2! This is Tomato Cheese, signing off. Have a good day.